Good day, grade 7. So, I made this video para po ma-review kayo sa mga na-discuss natin for the whole second quarterly lesson. Makinig kayo ng mabuti, panoorin yung mabuti lahat ng mga methods na ating gagawin or kung paano natin isolve yung bawat algebraic expressions. So, let's start from polynomials. A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which all variables have non-negative integer exponents, which means na dapat sa bawat variable, it should have a positive exponent only, not with a negative sign na exponent. Here are the examples of not polynomial. So, isa-isahin natin bakit nga ba sila considered as not polynomial. First, itong tatlong examples na to, hindi po sila polynomial dahil ang bawat isa sa kanila ay ang kanilang exponent ay may negative sign. Malinaw naman po na sinabi sa definition na ang exponent dapat ng algebraic expressions should be positive integer or positive. Okay, so first example is not polynomial. Next, isa din sa tatandaan natin na not polynomial din po ang pangalawang examples because the exponent ay naka-fraction form. So, dapat po buo ang ating exponent at hindi po naka-fraction form. Third, consider din siya as not polynomial dahil hindi po pwede na nasa denominator ang variable. Whether x man yan, y, z, or a, b, c, and so on, hindi din po pwedeng makonsider na polynomial ang example na ito. Okay? Pang-apat or fourth example, kung ang variable ay nakapaloob sa radical sign, hindi din po pwedeng maging, hindi, kinoconsider din siya as not polynomial dahil hindi po pwedeng ang variable or ang ating polynomial ay nasa loob ng radical sign. That's the explanation kung paano natin ma-identify if ang algebraic expressions ba ay polynomial or not polynomial. There are 4 classifications of polynomials. First is the mono or monomials, which means an algebraic expression with one term. The examples are 3x, pwedeng y, pwedeng 4x squared y, pwedeng rs lang, or x, y, z. So, palatandaan nyo, for monomial po, walang pumapagit ng mga operation like plus or minus. Next, the binomial. It means an algebraic expression with two terms. So, palatandaan natin dyan, class, may dalawang terms at may gigitna na operation. Either plus man yan or minus. Like this one. The example, 2x plus 5. Ito yung first term. This is the second term. Okay? Another 3y minus 2. The first term and the last term or the second term. Next, 5a minus 1. First term and then second term. So, there are two terms when we talk about binomial. Next, trinomial. Pag sinabi naman natin trinomial, it has 3 terms or an algebraic expression with 3 terms. Or the examples are, ayan, 3x squared plus 4x minus 1. So, may tatlong terms at may papagitna sa bawat isa sa kanila na operations. Either plus man yan lahat or pwedeng minus lahat. Like this one. And then, x squared minus 5x minus 8. So, 1, 2, 3. Trinomial. Next, multinomial, which means an algebraic expression with 4 or more terms. So, pwedeng apatan, limahan, animan. So, bibilangin po natin yung bawat individual na term. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. It means still under po ng multinomial. 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 6x plus 1. Or kung gusto nyong limahan like this one, 8x to the 4th power plus 5x cubed minus 3x squared plus 9x plus 10. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or more, kung gusto nyo pang mas madami. Basta 4 and above, that is under po ng multinomial. Okay, let us now arrange the following algebraic expressions in standard form. So, pag sinabi natin standard form, yung tamang pagkaka-arrange po from highest exponent until lowest exponent, or madalas po kapag na-arrange natin ito, madalas na last term is the constant or the number only. Okay, again po, ang gagawin natin, kailangan po, ang technique para mas mapabilis yung ating pag-a-arrange ng algebraic expression, obviously, sa first example natin, ang variable is x. So, kung ang variable is x, tignan po natin yung exponent na present. So, ang kailangan po natin gawin kapag nag-arrange, dapat from the highest exponent until sa pinakamababang exponent. And then, kung merong constant na present doon sa equation, pwede po nating ilagay sa pinaka-last part. So, let's try to arrange question or equation number 1. So, x plus 3 plus x squared. So, the first term will be x squared. Because, ang x squared ang may pinakamataas na exponent sa equation number 1. Next, kung ano din po yung kanilang sign, dapat dala din po nila kapag atin ng in-arrange. Kung positive si x squared, then positive po. Since first term siya, no need po ilagay na plus sign. Okay, next term will be x. So, since x positive po siya, lalagyan po natin ng x. Kasi hindi po natin matatawag na polynomial yan kung walang papagitan po sa bawat isa sa kanila ng operation. Lalo na kung tatlo yan, or 4 or more than. Okay? So, from the highest exponent hanggang sa isa na lang, dahil ang x na to ay meron po siyang invisible na 1 na exponent. And the last term will be the constant, which is 3. So, ganyan po mag-arrange ng polynomial in standard form. Next, for number 2. For number 2, obviously, ang common na variable here is letter A, or variable A. So, look at again, its exponents, no? So, hanapin ang may pinakamataas na exponent at siya po ang ilalagay sa unahan, or first term. So, obviously, ang may pinakamataas na exponent is this one. So, since nandyan naman siya sa unahan, so, wala din po tayong ilalagay na sign since positive ang A cube. Next, sunod sa cube or 3 is 2, which is yung 5A. And ang sign ng 5A is positive, kopyahin po natin ang kanyang sign. So, 5A, tapos squared. So, pababa ng pababa po yung ating exponent. Next, kung meron na tayong 3, meron na tayong 2, and dapat maglagay pa tayo ng another term na with variable A, which is negative 4A. So, kung ano ang sign ng negative 4A, kailangan dala niya din po yan kapag in-arrange na natin. So, lalagay din po natin negative 4A. So, pababa ng pababa po yung ating order ng variable, ng polynomials. And lastly, since 4 po ito, ay yung constant, which is positive 10. So, this is now the arranged form or standard form ng example number 2. Next, number 3 is this one. Obviously, ang common na variable here is B, variable B. But again, we need to find or identify yung may pinakamataas na exponent. So, here, ang may pinakamataas na exponent is this one. So, kung ano ang kanyang sign, kasama po yan sa paglalagyan natin sa tamang arrangement. So, kung negative siya, edi ilagay din po natin negative 4b to the 4th power. Next, kung 4 yan, syempre ang susunod is this one. The one with an exponent 3. So, positive 8b cubed. So, kung ano ang sign niya, dala din po niya kapag ating inarrange. So, 8b cubed. Next, 4, 3, sumunod is this one. And still positive, lagyan din po ng sign, positive b squared. Next, since pababa na ng pababa, the last one with variable is this one. And kapag again, kapag ang isang term ay walang any sign, that is positive. So, plus b. And the last term will be positive or plus 8. Okay? Next. For number 4. So, obviously, ang variable na present is b. And again, all we need to do kapag nag-arrange tayo from highest to lowest na exponent. And since dito sa ating example, ito lang naman po ang may exponent. So, therefore, siya yung first term natin. Negative b squared. Dala niya po yung sign. And our last term will be positive 6. Okay? Next. Last example. So, again, tignan ulit yung ating variable which is y, and then tignan yung bawat exponent, tapos isulat sa first term ang may pinakamataas na exponent which is this one, and that is positive y cubed. Next, dahil 3 yan, susunod sa kanya is this one. So kung ano yung sign din niya, kailangan din po natin ilagay sa tamang order yan. Negative y squared. And the last one with variable y is this one. So, sulatin po natin plus 3y. So, this is now the standard form of each examples. So, pwede din po natin silang pangalanan or i-classify sa type of polynomial. So, ito 1, 2, 3. Dahil may tatlong term siya, it means that is trinomial. Next, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since apat siya, under po siya ng multinomial. And next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still under ng multinomial. And this one, negative b squared plus 6, 1, 2. So, that is under binomial. And this one ay 1, 2, 3, may tatlo. So, trinomial. Yan po. Okay, now let's talk about the FOIL method. Pero bago natin gamitin itong FOIL method na to, alamin muna natin yung bawat part niya. F means first term, O means outer term, I means inner term, or inner terms, and L stands for last term. By the way, in using the FOIL method, ang madalas po nating minumultiply or kinukuhanan ng product are binomials. So, example here, a plus 2 and a plus 2. So, to answer this, we will use the FOIL method. So, identify muna natin yung FOIL. Ang first term natin is this one. A times A. Or it means A times A. Ang bawat A na yan, or variable A, ay meron pong invisible na exponent 1. And to get the product of A, or two A's, we will write A, and according sa law of exponent, itong dalawang invisible na 1 na ito ay pag-a-add lang po natin. So, 1 plus 1, it is equal to 2. So, therefore, A times A, it's A squared. That is for our first term. Next, for our outer term, or outer terms, that is A, partner po niya A, and positive 2. So, A, it means A times 2. So, this A has one invisible 1 na coefficient. So, it means you are going to multiply lang 1 and 2. 1 times 2, it's 2. And then copy the variable A. That is our answer for outer term. Next, for the inner term, that is positive 2 and positive A. So, lagay natin dito 2 and A. So, again, this A has an invisible coefficient 1. So, 2 times 1, 2, and then copy variable A. And for our last term is the second term of each binomial. So, that is positive 2 and positive 2. So, 2 times 2, dito po yan. So, since positive naman sila pareha, so times 2, it's positive 4. So, therefore, our FOIL are A squared plus 2A plus 2A, ito po yun, plus 4. Since positive naman po itong bawat operation ng dalawang binomial, so positive din po lahat. And as you can see here, class, meron tayong like terms. Pag sinabi nating like terms, parehas po na may variable, and parehas syempre ang kanilang variable, regardless po sa kanilang sign. But here, dahil positive naman po, so same sign din po sila. Ibig sabihin, i-add lang po natin sila. Kopyahin natin yung first term A squared plus, dahil parehas namang positive, so add lang po natin 2A plus 2A, or add muna natin dalawang number, 2 plus 2, it's 4. And then, kopyahin lang po ang kanilang variable. So, no need to add po yung variable class. And then, write na lang po natin yung last term, which is 4. So, the answer for A plus 2, or the quantity of A plus 2 and A plus 2, it's A squared plus 4A plus 4. Okay, that is for the sample in FOIL method. How about another example? I-try naman po natin with different sign. Okay, using the FOIL method. So, again, just partner lang po or identify the FOIL. You can use yung katulad ng ginawa ko kanina, or you want na ganito na lang. Identify the F, or the first, this one, first terms, X and X. X times X, it means X squared. Next, outer term is X and 5, or X or positive X times X times positive 5. So again, this X has an invisible na coefficient 1. So 1 times 5, it's 5. And then kopyahin na lang po ang variable X. Next is for the I, or the inner term. That is negative 4 and positive X. So, write natin negative 4 and positive X. So, again, this X has invisible 1 na coefficient. So, negative 4 times positive 1, it's negative 4. And then, kopyahin na lang po ang variable X. Next is L, or the last terms. That is negative 4 and positive 5. So, just put it here. So, positive times negative, it's negative. 4 times 5, it's 20. So, pwede din po natin sila i-rewrite here. X squared. Kolektahin natin sila lahat. And then, negative 20. So, again, meron po tayong like terms. But, magkaiba sila ng sign. Okay? So, rewrite X squared, and then, since magkaiba ng sign, we need to subtract it and get the sign of the bigger number, so which is positive. 5 minus 4, it's 1. And then, copy the variable X. And then, copy na lang po si 20, negative 20. That's the answer po. Next, let's try naman yung negative, puro negative sign. Like C minus 3 and C minus 3. Okay. So, using the FOIL method, again, C times C, that is C squared, or C times C. Bawat C ay meron silang tigwa 1 na exponent, so just add it. Kaya po nagkaroon ng square. Next, our outer terms. C and negative 3. Sige, let's identify it here. C times C, it's C squared, and then C times negative 3. Again, this variable C has an invisible 1. So, 1 times negative 3, it's negative 3. Kopyahin ang variable C. I, lagay po natin dito yan. For the inner terms, that is negative 3 and positive C. So, negative 3 times positive C. So, again, yung C na to, meron din po siyang invisible 1. So, negative 3 C. And then, last term, negative 3 times negative 3. So, both of them has negative sign. Negative times negative, it's positive. And then, 3 times 3, it's 9. So, positive 9. And again, meron tayong like terms na negative 3 and negative 3C. Parehas. And again, according sa rule ng sign, kapag same sila ng sign, especially negative parehas, we need to add it and then copy the sign, syempre, negative. Add na lang po ng numbers. 3 plus 3, it's 6, and then copy the variable C. Tapos, kopyahin na lang ulit C plus 9. This is our answer. Okay, that is FOIL method. Ano naman kapag may coefficient na mismo? Let's have example po. Like this, 2x plus 3 times the quantity of 2x plus 2. So, same process pa din po ang gagawin natin, class. Pwede nyong ilagay FOIL here sa gilid, or if you want na parang web ulit. So, again, for our first term, 2x times 2x. So, multiply po natin yung parehas number. 2 times 2, it's 4. And then, ang bawat x ay mayroong invisible na 1 exponent. So, 1 plus 1, it's 2. So, 4x squared po. Next, outer. 2x times positive 2. So, multiply lang po yung dalawang number. 2 times 2, it's 4. And then, kopyahin na lang pong variable x. Next, inner. 3 times 2x. So, just multiply again the numbers. 3 times 2, it's 6. And then, copy variable x. And then, last term is 3 and 2. 3 times 2. So, 3 times 2, it's 6. So, pwede ulit natin silang i-rewrite dito, class. 4x squared. Since positive naman lahat, so positive po ang ating ilalagay na mga operation. So, again, meron tayong like terms here. And, parehas silang positive. So, rewrite natin ulit si 4x squared. Plus, i-add na lang po natin ang 4 at 6. So, 4 plus 6, it's 10. And then, copy variable x. And then, copy number 6. This is the answer. Okay, ganun lang po ang FOIL method. Okay, class. Pagdating naman po sa sum and difference, ang palatandaan nyo lagi kapag sum and difference is, syempre, binomials again. And, makikita po ninyo dito, plus yung isa, the other one is minus. Kasi nga, sum and difference of 2 terms. Okay? So, madalas nyo pong makikita dyan, parehas ng first term, parehas din po ng last term. pero magkaiba ng sign. Sum and difference. Okay? So, just follow the steps in answering sum and difference. So, first step ng ating gagawin po is to square the first term, or this one, x and x. Ito po yan. Or pwedeng ganito, square natin. So, x, pag in-square natin, or x times x, that is equivalent to x squared. Okay? That is our first step. Second step is to square the last term. So, the last term here is the 3. So, hindi na po natin need na kolektahin pa yung dalawang 3. So, just one only. Pero, kailangan po, ilagay lang po natin ganyan. 3 squared means, or 3 times 3. Okay? Hindi po siya 3 times 2. It's 3 times 3. And that, the answer is 9. Okay? So, 3 times 3, it's 9. And then, next po, for the final answer, copy x squared, the first answer, and 9, or the positive 9. And then, next is to put a minus sign po between them. Kasi sabi nga po, the answer will always have a negative sign between the first term and the last term. Okay, ganun lang po kunin si sum and difference. So, first is to square the first term, square the last term, and then don't forget to put negative sign in the middle or between the two terms. Okay? So, this is our answer. Next, let's have another one. Let's try a plus 4 and a minus 4. Tandaan nyo po, class, ha, parehas ng first term, parehas ng last term, pero magkaiba po ng operation, sum and difference po. Again, first step, square the first term. So, again, pag in-square natin ang variable, bawat isa sa kanila may tig-isang exponent or one exponent, and add it. So, magiging a squared. And the last term, which is 4, collect lang po ng 4 po. So, square it. 4 squared, it means 4 times 4, not 4 times 2. So, 4 times 4, it's 16. And then, our answer will be a squared, and then 16, and then put minus sign na lang po sa gitna. And this will be our final answer. So, what if meron namang coefficient? Let's try. Kunwari po, 2x plus 4 and 2x minus 4. So, ganun lang din po, class. We need to square the first term, which is 2x. Okay. And then, lahat po ng nasa loob po ng parenthesis should be squared. So, 2 squared, isa-isayin natin, 2 squared or 2 times 2, that is 4. And x, pag in-square, magiging x squared. Next is the 4. Pag in-square natin ang 4, it means 4 times 4 po. So, it's 16. So, our final answer will be 4x squared, 16, tapos put a negative sign or minus sign sa gitna. So, our answer will be 4x squared minus 60. Okay, next. Paano naman pag medyo malaki-laki ng konti? Okay? So, kunwari 5a plus, kunwari 6, and then 5a minus 6. So, again, first step, square the first term. So, lahat po yan, 5 squared or 5 times 5, that is 25. A, pag in-square, a squared. And then, the 6 or the last term, we square natin, 6 squared, or it means 6 times 6, that is 36. So, our final answer will be 25a squared minus 36. So, that is for sum and difference. Okay, additional example po for sum and difference is this one. For example, the equation is b plus 3/4, or find the product of b plus 3/4 and b minus 3/4. Okay, again, first step, we need to square the first term, which is b. Okay, so b, pag ini-square, magiging b squared. And for the fraction form na last term, kailangan pong gawin class is to square individually, no? So, it means 3 squared or 3 times 3, that is equal to 9, over 4 squared, it means 4 times 4, that is 16. So, therefore, our final answer will be b squared minus 9 over 16. Okay, ganun lang po ang ating final answer. Last one. For example, our question is that is z squared plus 2/3 and z squared minus 2/3. Okay, here, ayan, first step is to square the first term, z squared, or tapos ini-square pa. Tandaan nyo, class, kapag ang isang term ay meron pong exponent, and then kapag ini-square pa po natin, ang mangyayari po dito, class, is mamumultiply nyo po yung power to power. According po yan sa law of power. Okay? So, itong square na to, na exponent ni z, ay kapag ini-square pa natin, mamumultiply po silang dalawa. So, it means, kapag ang z squared ay ini-square natin, magiging z to the 4th power. So, 2 times 2 po. Okay? And, for the fraction formed, again, pag ini-square natin, individually po silang i-square. So, 2 squared or 2 times 2, it's 4. And then 3 squared, it means 3 times 3, it's 9. So, the final answer will be z to the 4th power, and then put a minus sign in the middle, and then minus, 4 over 9. So, this is our final answer. Okay? So, punta naman tayo sa squaring a binomial. So, katulad po ng sum and difference, meron tayong sinundan na steps, no? Under din po sila ng special products. So, here din sa squaring a binomial, meron din tayong susundan na steps, and it has 3 steps, no? So, here is our example. For example, x plus 3 and x plus 3. So, madalas po dito ay binomials po talaga ang ginagamit natin. And, pwede din siyang, parehas din po sila ng ibig sabihin nito, class, x plus 3, tapos i-square natin. So, okay? Or, pwede din ang question, find the product of x plus 3 and x plus 3, or, find the product of x plus 3 squared. It's the same po. Okay? For our first step, no, we need to square the first term. So, marunong naman na tayo mag-square ng first term. Again, the first term here is the x, no? So, square it. So, what will be the answer? It's x squared. Second step is for you to get the product of the first and last term and then multiply it to 2, or twice the product of the first term and last term. So, kaya may makikita kayo laging 2 sa labas. And then, multiply the first term and the last term. So, since positive naman sila lahat. Next, rewrite again 2. Multiply natin yung first term and last term. So, again, first term is x and last term is 3. So, again, the variable x has an indivisible coefficient na 1. So, 1 times 3, multiply lang po. And then, write the variable x. Okay? Which is, ayan, ang naging answer natin here for 1x times 3, it's 3x. And then, multiply it to 2 naman po. 2 times 3, it's 6. And then, copy variable x. Okay? For the last step, we need to square the last term, which is 3. So, collect lang po ng isang 3. Okay? Let's square it. So, 3 squared, or it means 3 times 3. So, that is equal to 9. And then now, collect all your answers from first term, second term up to last. So, x squared, since positive naman po lahat, plus 6x plus 9. So, this is now our final answer po. Okay, next. Paano naman kapag with negative sign naman? So, dapat in squaring a binomial class, dapat parehas po ng first and last terms po ha, hindi po mag-iiba-iba. Okay, for example, ang ating ano naman is a minus 5 squared or a minus 5 times a minus 5. Okay? So, again, first step natin, square the first term, which is a. So, again, pag in-square natin ng a or any variable, it means this one, or a squared. Next, second step, twice the product of the first term and the last term. Kung ano po yung sign ng last term, kailangan din po natin ilagay class. Okay? Next, copy again 2. Okay? And then again, this variable a, meron po ulit siyang invisible na 1. So, 1 or positive 1 times negative 5, it is equal to negative 5. And then, kopyahin na lang po ang variable na a. And then next, yung negative, yung a times negative 5, nakuha po natin to negative 5a. And then, after that, multiply it to 2. So, positive 2 times negative 5. Positive times negative, it's negative. So, 2 times 5, it's 10. And then, copy variable a. For the last step, we need to square the last term. So, again po, kung ano ang sign ng last term, we need to put it din po. So, negative 5 squared, or it means lahat ng nasa loob po ng parenthesis ay dapat ma-square. So, negative times negative, it is equal to positive. So, 5 squared or 5 times 5, it is equal to 25. So, our answer will be, collect natin a squared. Tapos, yung mga sign po, negative 10a. Yung mga final answer na po dapat ang i-collect. And then, positive 25. So, this is our answer po. Next, paano naman kapag with with coefficient naman? Sige po, let's try then. So, kunwari 2c plus 3 squared. Kunwari ganyan. So, again, first step natin, we need to square the first term. So, lahat po ng nasa loob ng parenthesis should be squared. So, 2c squared or 2 squared, ayan po, or 2 times 2, it is equal to 4. And then, c squared or c squared, ayan po, that will be the answer. And for the second step, twice the product of the first term and the last term. Next, rewrite again 2 and multiply 2c and 3. So, para mas mapadali po, multiply natin lang ang number. 2 times 3, it's 6. And then, kopyahin ang variable c. And then, enclose it again to parenthesis. And then, multiply it to 2. 2 times 6, it's 12. Sorry. And then, kopyahin ang variable c. Next, last step, square the last term, which is 3. So, again, 3 squared means 3 times 3, it's 9. So, our final answer will be 4c squared plus 12c plus 9. So, this will be our answer. Okay, last one. So, paano kapag, kunwari, 4a squared plus 5b tapos in-square. So, again po, first step, square the first term. Okay? So, lahat po ng nasa loob ng parenthesis ay dapat pong ma-square. So, 4 squared, or it means 4 times 4, so 16. And again, kapag ang variable ay may exponent po, okay? Kapag, tapos in-square pa, mamumultiply po yung power na yan, itong 2 at 2. So, magiging a to the 4th power po. Next, 2 twice the product of the first term and the last term. So, just simply rewrite again 2 and then multiply the numbers muna po. 4 times 5, it's 20. And then the rest, yung kanilang variable and exponent, ipagsasama na lang po. A squared and B. Okay? Next is to multiply na lang po to 2. Magiging 40 A squared B. And lastly, square the last term. So, again, 5 square, it means 5 times 5, so 25. And then B, pag ini-square, magiging squared. So, our final answer will be 16A to the 4th power plus 40A squared B plus 25B squared. That is our answer. Okay, ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin ang cube of binomial or cube of a binomial. So, let's have an example here. So, our question or sample equation is x plus 2 cubed. Or, sa ibang, pwede din siyang ganito. X plus 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 2. Or, pwedeng sa question, find the product of x plus 2 cubed. So, nung nakaraan, or yung kanina, is square. So, may nakikita kayong 2 dito. Ngayon naman cube. So, 3 ang nandito po. Okay? So, katulad po ng sum and difference and the square of binomial, meron din po tayong susundan na steps in cube of a binomial. So, let's begin. First step is for us to cube the first term. So, ganito, katulad nung ginawa natin sa squared, no? I-cube natin yung x, or the first term. X cube, it means x times x times x. Tatlong x, no? So, ang product niya is still x, but ang bawat x na yan, meron silang tig-isang or invisible na 1 na exponent. So, ang bawat isa sa kanila ay i-add lang po natin. So, 1 plus 1 plus 1, it has 3. Again ha, pag kinube natin ng variable, any variable man yan, magiging ganito ang itsura. X cubed or A cubed ba yan, C cubed, and so on. Next, second step, actually there are 4 steps in cube of a binomial, kaya makinig na mabuti. For the second step, since dun sa square, meron tayong nakikita laging 2. Dito naman, may makikita tayo laging 3 sa second step and third step later. So, dito, thrice the product of the squared first term. Ang first term natin is x, so i-square daw po natin yun. So, pwede nating ilagay muna yan. Step by step ang gawin natin. Product po ng first term and second term. Ang second term natin dito is this one, yung positive 2. So, times 2. Again, thrice the product of the squared first term and the second term. Next, isa-isahin natin or simplify natin muna ito. Dahil i-square nga po, rewrite natin again si 3. And yung x, pag in-square, magiging x squared. Tapos, multiply it by 2. Next, we need to simplify naman this, no? Yung nasa loob na ng parenthesis. So, rewrite 3. And then, ang x squared na to, meron po siyang, again, invisible coefficient 1. So, multiply natin it sa 2. 1 times 2, it's 2. And then, copy x squared. So, that's the answer. And then, multiply 2x squared sa 3. So, just multiply the numbers lang po. 3 times 2, it's 6. And then, copy x squared. Okay? So, wag pong komplikahin ang pagmumultiply ng kapag may variable or variable with exponent and then kapag may nakita lang tayong constant. Again, automatic po yun. Meron tayong invisible 1 here and then multiply it to the constant. Kaya nakuha ang 2. And then, just copy the variable and exponent. Then, next, yung etong number ulit, i-multiply lang sa constant. So, 3 times 2, we get 6. and then copy na lang po yung x squared. Okay? So, that is the answer po, no, for the second term. Next, third step, thrice the product of first term and the squared second term. So, si second term naman ang ini-square natin dito, class. So, rewrite again 3 and the x, no, times, simplify natin ng 2 squared, or 2 times 2, the answer will be 4. Next, rewrite again 3, and simplify x times 4. So, again, this variable has an invisible 1 na coefficient. 1 times 4, it's 4, and then copy variable x. And next, multiply it to 3. 3 times 4x, that is 12x. Okay? And lastly, class, for the fourth step, we need to cube the second term, which is 2. 2 cubed. It means 2 times 2 times 2 po. Hindi po yan 2 times 3. Okay? So, 2 times 2, it's 4 times 2. The answer will be 8. So, positive naman siya. So, positive 8 ang answer. Then, lastly, collect all your answers na po from step 1 until step 4. So, from x cubed, tapos 6x squared, positive din po yun, and then 12x, and then positive 8. So, as you can see here, naka-decreasing ulit, no? So, naka-standard form talaga ang ating final answer for cube of binomial, as well as with the square of binomial din po. Okay, so let's have another example. So, finding the product of x minus 3 cubed. So, again, for the first step, we need to cube the first term, which is the x. Okay, pag tinatlong beses, that is equivalent to x cubed. Next step, thrice the squared, the product of the squared first term and the second term. So, kung ano yung sign ng second term, you need to put it also here. So, next is, we need to simplify this first. So, 3, and then the x, pag ini-square, magiging x squared, okay? And then times the negative 3. And then next, ito naman ang i-simplify natin. Rewrite 3. And then again, this x squared has invisible 1. So, 3, or positive 1 times negative 3, it's negative 3. And then copy x squared na lang. Next step is to multiply this one. Positive 3 times negative 3, it's negative 9. Copy x squared na lang po. Third step, thrice the product of first term and the squared second term. Okay? So, rewrite 3 and then simplify this one first. Okay? So, times, yung, again, within the parenthesis, kailangan po i-square. So, negative times negative, it's positive. 3 squared or 3 times 3, it's 9. Okay? Next, simplify this po. So, rewrite 3. X times 9. Again, ang x po meron siyang invisible na 1. So, 1 times 9, it's 9. And then, copy x. Next, 3 times 9, it's 27. Copy x. Last is to cube the second term, which is negative 3. It means negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. So, negative times negative, it's positive. So, 3 times 3, it's 9. Times, i-multiply natin sa negative 3. So, positive 9 times negative 3, it's negative 27. So, our final answer will be x cubed, negative, collect lang po natin lahat ng sagot natin, 9x squared, and then, positive 27x, and then negative 27. So, that's it po. Okay. So, for our last example. For example, meron tayong coefficient na, no? Kunwari, 2x minus 3 cubed. Or sorry, 4 na lang. 4. 2x minus 4 cubed. So, again, first step, we need to cube the first term. So, again, yung 2x at kinube natin. So, again, 2 cube or 2 times 2 times 2, that is equivalent to 8. And then, the x kinube natin. Next is 2, ayan, thrice the product of the squared first term. 2x. And then, times the second term. Okay. So, atin muna tong i-simplify. 3, tapos 2x squared or 2 times 2, it's 4x. Pag ini-square, magiging ganito. And then, times the second term, which is negative 4. Then, simplify this. Rewrite 3 again. Positive 4 times negative 4, it's negative 16. Kopyahin na lang ang x squared. Next, positive 3 times negative 16, it's negative 48. Kopyahin na lang ang x squared. Next, thrice the product of the first term and the squared second term. Next, rewrite 3 and then 2x times, simplify natin ito. So, magiging negative 4 squared, negative times negative, it's positive 4 squared or 4 times 4, it's 16. Okay. So, next, simplify naman natin to. 2x times 16, that is 32x. Next, multiply 32 times 6, it's 96x. So, lastly, we need to cube the second term, which is negative 4 cubed. Okay, it means negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. So, multiply these two first. Negative 4 times negative 4, it's 16. Times negative 4, that is equivalent to negative 64. So, our final answer will be 8x cubed minus 48x squared plus 96x negative 64. So, pwede nyo pong i-box na lang yung final answer para mabilis nating makita. Okay, that's it. God bless everyone for the exam. Bye!